This morning's session will begin with a very special talk by a very special human being, and that is His Holiness Swami Govinda Giri. He is the founding president of Maharishi Vyas Pratishthan of India. He holds an Acharya degree from Varanasi Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya in Kashi. He is a reputed expositor of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Yoga Vasishta, and the Dhyaneshvari. He was initiated by His Holiness the Shankaracharya of Kanchi Kamakoti Pitam, Swami Jayendra Saraswati Maharaj. He was initiated into sannyas at the hands of His Holiness Mahamandaleshwara Swami Satyamitananda Maharaj. He is, as I said, the founding president of Maharishi Vyas Pratishthan, which is dedicated exclusively to Vedic education and research, and runs 24 residential, fully free colleges and schools teaching all the Vedas throughout India, with 45 Vedic acharyas and 400 students. Please welcome Swami Govinda Giri.
Namami Sadgurum Shantam Satchidananda Vigraham Purna Brahma Paranandam Isham Alandi Vallabham Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrutaduhe Namaha Madhurya Sakallolam Shivashakteika Rupinim Amrutanubhavarthaya Vande Jnaneshanandinim Yasya Vedamayi Vani Yasya Devamayi Tanuhu Yasya Brahmamayi Drishtihi Saguruh Patumam Sada Ya Veda Smruti Shastra Bin Munivarai Jushta Sukhai Kaspadam Daivi Sampadalankrita Bhagavata Shri Shena Saurakshita Ya Varnashrama Dharma Sara Hridaya Kamartha Moksha Prada Nitya Vishvahitaishini Jayatusa Shri Vaidiki Sanskriti. Offering my salutations to Jagadguru Sri Shankaracharya Ji Maharaj, Bhagavan Veda Vyas, and I won't say Maharishi, late Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Ji Maharaj, because I don't just think, but I feel that he is here with us, present. At the outset, I must confess that I am not used to talk in English, and therefore I may commit some mistakes, or at times I may speak in Hindi also. The subject given to me is not printed in the brochure. It was re-establishment of Vedic nation, and the printed topic is good governance in Vedas. We can think about both the topics together, but that won't justify the topic, and therefore, however, I will try to manage the first topic first, and if I get time, I will come to the next. I am very happy and rather excited today because today is the day, 21st February, and we are completing, Maharishi Vyas Pratishthan is completing its 25th year today only. It's really silver jubilee for us, but for India, it is golden opportunity that you people have come here to teach us and create our faith in Vedas again. Before coming here, according to Indian calendar, it was Vijaya Ekadashi, the birthday of late Sarsangachalak Puja Golwalkar Guruji. According to Indian calendar, Panchang, that was the 25th day. That day we were completing 25th year of Pratishthan. And we celebrated it in our own way. Just now, we are listening to the recitation of the students here who are chanting Vedas, the Veda mantras. How we celebrated our 25th year? Three students of our own Veda Pathshala in Alandi, they recited Ghanapat for 1 month. You can imagine reciting the Vedas, chanting the Vedas by heart for 3 hours a day and for 1 month. That is 90 hours recitation by heart. One cannot even imagine of that recitation. But they performed it. This way, Indian tradition has protected those Vedas. But alas, majority of people in India, they are deviating from that thought and that faith. And we are really happy that the great Maharishi has sent the guardian messengers of Vedas here to rekindle the light again. We are thinking of re-establishment of Vedic nation. What makes a nation? A nation consists of 3 things. There must be land, there must be people, and there must be some tradition. First of all, we must give up, we must discard all those theories that have told us that the Aryas came from somewhere out of India. It's not so. Our Indian scholars have refuted such theories, and they have proved that not only in India, but the Aryas, the Vedics, they were studying, they were reciting Vedas in Bharat, and they went outside to preach those Vedas. And therefore, the land of India is the land of Vedas. Very nicely, very beautifully, our colleagues have called it Deva Bhumi Bharat, Veda Bhumi Bharat, Purna Bhumi Bharat, and I want to add Punya Bhumi Bharat. This is Punya Bhumi. We must also discard the idea that Arya was any clan, any race. No. Nowhere in Vedas we find such things. Being Arya is being a gentleman, having so many good qualities. When we talk of Krinvanto Vishwamaryam, we talk of teaching the Sadachar, the good behavior. Bhagavan Manu himself declared, Etad desha prasutasya sakashad agrajanmanaha swam swam charitram shiksheran prithivyaam sarvamanavaha. People from the world should come to learn their life, how to behave, how to live the best type of life. They should come to India, they should come to Bharat and learn it from the Vedics. This confidence Bhagavan Manu had, our rishis had, but we came on brink of losing it. But now, I think from today it has started that we are regaining that confidence because Maharishi Ji has started his endeavor to re-establish Vedic India, Vedic nation. What are the attributes, what are the qualities of this Vedic nation? Really speaking, we must take into account that this is the only tradition that is alive all over the world. 48 cultures sprung up and they fade away. They are now just remember only. They have become the cultures of history. We have to study them from books. We have to study them from excavations. The only culture that's alive all over the world is the Indian culture, which is Vedic culture. And this culture has lived throughout all the turmoils of invasions for not less than 1,000 years. Yet we are there. And not just we are there, we are here not only to prove our existence, but we are going to be the effective people, most effective people all over the world. What is our strength? As Mahayogi Arvinda said, Sanatan Dharma is the strength of India, Bharat. Bharat is because of Dharma, and Bharat is for Dharma only. The historical mission that has been given to this land is protection of the Dharma and imparting it to other lands. And our Dharma, this tradition, is standing yet is because it is standing on 16 pillars. What are those 16 pillars? They are, nowhere in the world you will find such entire and complete thinking of human life as in India. These 16 pillars contain, first of all, 4 Purusharthas. Once somebody asked me, do we find any management thoughts in our Vedas or in our Mahabharata Ramayana, I said, we manage only one office, one organization, or one job. But our ancient rishis have managed the whole society for millennia, that it is yet standing. And how they managed it? Setting the goals is the first principle of management. They set 4 goals: dharma, artha, kama and moksha. For that, they divided human life in 4 ranges: brahmacharyashram, grihasthashram, vanaprasthashram and sannyasashram. Then again they divided the society according to the work as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And then they gave us freedom to choose any way of spiritual life, from jnana, karma, bhakti and yoga. 4 purusharthas, 4 ashramas, 4 varnas and 4 ways of spiritual pursuit. They are the 16 pillars on which this nation has stood for last hundreds and hundreds of thousand years. Such deep and complete thinking of human life we don't find anywhere. At the same time, to protect this tradition, Vedas have given the idea of the best type of nation. So many people have tried to propagate that the idea of nation has been given by the British to India. It's irony of fate that this is taught. In Vedas themselves, we find suktas after suktas describing just the nation, Rashtra. In Yajurveda, the whole 10th chapter and 22nd chapter, both chapters are just for how to organize and how to develop a nation. Rashtra. They are called Rashtradhyayas only. And what do we find there? What type of Rashtra, what type of nation they kept before us? The nation they kept before us was a nation not just like a nation elsewhere, but their idea is quite different. They say, no, a nation should be, the mantra is Swarajastha, Janabhrutastha, Vishwabhrutastha, Rashtrada Rashtram me datta. It is from Yajurveda. And what it means, my nation must be, first of all, it must be an independent nation. Depending on none, it must be totally independent. Then they say, Janabhrutastha, it must be bringing prosperity to all people at large in the country. Everybody in the country must be benefited. Janahitakari. They call it Janabhrutastha. It must be nourishing every person in the nation. And lastly, what the Vedas say, they say Vishwabhrutastha. It must be for the welfare not of just that country, but of the whole world. Vishwabhrutastha. It must make endeavor, it must make efforts for the good, for the benefit of the whole world, the whole humanity. What type of nation the rishis thought of and they established was a nation which was Swarajastha, Janabhrutastha, Vishwabhrutastha, Rashtrada, Rashtram me datta. They asked the Almighty that such a Rashtra, such a nation we want to create, and you bestow your grace upon us for that. But in what way such nation is raised or created? The Rishis say, Bhadramicchant Rishes Sarvidaha Stapo Diksha Mupanished Tato Rashtram Balamojascha Jatam Tadasmai Deva Upasannamantu. Bhadramicchant Rishes Sarvidaha, those rishis, they, thinking of the welfare of all the people, the whole humanity, they trained people in two things. One is tapa, that is discipline. People must be disciplined if they want to create a great nation. And the second thing is diksha. Diksha is commitment. People must be committed to their own duties, their own goals. Dedication must be found in their life everywhere. The discipline and dedication, tapo and diksha, they are the base of a good nation. And when such a nation is created, it is raised, it can have 9 types. In our mantras, we find 9 phases of nations. In Vedic literature, we find 9 words for that. And every time at Pushpanjali we sing that Om Swasti Samrajyam Bhojyam Swarajyam Vairajyam Parameshtyam Rajyam Maharajyam. These 9 types are the types of nations. They have got different qualities, but the emotion the people should have about the nation is the relation of a child to his mother, motherland. Atharvaved says, Mata Bhumihi Putro Aham Prithivyaha. This Bhumi, this earth, this Bharat Mata is my Mata and I am her child. I am here to serve her. Again they say, they encourage others, Upasarpa, Mataram Bhumim, go ahead and serve your motherland. Everybody in the nation must be a dedicated servant for the motherland. He must be ready to offer everything that he has got at the holy feet of this Bharat Mata, Bharat Bhumi. But such a nation, it can retain its existence longer only when some people are there who are alert, who are vigilant. And therefore, some people must be there who are just thinking of the protection of the nation, protection of the land, protection of the people, and at the same time protection of the tradition. And therefore they said, Vayam Rashtre Jagruyama Purohitaha. Here are we who are alert and we are awakening people for the protection of our motherland, our boundaries, our people, and our tradition. When the boundaries are protected, when the people are protected, and the tradition is protected, everything is protected. Such a tradition we had in India, and therefore India was really regarded as the highest land all over the world. For last so many millennia, there is some special attraction for Devabhumi Bharat. And this attraction is because of the spirituality it has got. What is the base of the nation? It must be spiritual. It must be spiritually based nation, and therefore, the vision that Vedas have given, which we must adopt, is Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Idam sarvam Ishavasyam. Yatkincha jagatyan jagat tena tyaktena munjithaha ma grudakasya siddhanam kurvanneveha karmani jiji vishechatak samaha evantoi nanyatetosti nakarmalipyate nare. These are two verses from the last chapter of Yajurved, which is also called the Ishavasya Upanishad. And these two verses, these two mantras are so important, and they are carrying so much of meaning that once Mahatma Gandhi said, if the whole Vedic literature is lost and these two mantras are protected, again the Vedic tradition stand up. It shall stand up again on the base of these two mantras. And in these two mantras, the vision is given. The world is just Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. It is divine. It is not at all material. It appears to be material, but really speaking, every particle of the world is the expression of the Lord Himself. And therefore, we must be here to serve. We must be here, we must try to serve the whole humanity. The nation is one step for the service of humanity. That is Indian outlook. And therefore, this is the only land. This is the only land. These are the only people who have never invaded anybody in history, ever. Who have never boasted. Swami Vivekananda once asked people, have you seen any land where the greatest of the kings, they are not trying to connect them, their descents, to some emperor, but who are trying to connect them to some rishi, one half-clad personality living in some ashram or living in some forest. In India, we have always given most importance to spirituality only. The ultimate goal is moksha, is bhakti, is to surrender ourselves for the service of humanity. And therefore, what type of nation we are to create, what type of nation our rishis not only dreamt of, but they created, they molded, they have given in one mantra. That is called Vedic National Anthem. A Brahman Brahmano, A Brahman Brahmano, Brahmavarchasi Jayatam, A Asmin Rashtre, Rajanya Ishavyaha, Shuro, Maharatho Jayatam, Dogdri Dhenuhu, Vodha Nadavanaha, Ashuhu, Purandari Yosha, Jishnu Ratheshtaha, Sabheyo Yuvasya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam, Nikame Nikame Naha, Parjanyo Varshatu, Palavatyo Oshadaya Pachantam, Yogakshevo Nakkalpatam. This is called the national anthem, Vedic national anthem, in which they say, in this nation, every scholar of Vedas, he should have the luster of his learning. Brahmano Brahmavarchasi Jayatam, Rajanya Ishavyaha, Shuraha. Every Kshatriya must be a warrior, having valor, and every woman should be ideal for others. Every young person, he should have total self-confidence, and he should be serving the motherland. let rain fall, let rains fall timely, and may the Lord give whatever we don't have, and may the Lord protect what we are having. Yogakshemana kalpatam. All this is very nicely given, translated into some Hindi verse. I may sing it, I would like. Bharat varsha hamara pyara, akhil vishwa se nyara, सब साधन से रहे समुन्नत, भगवन देश हमारा, भगवन देश हमारा। हो ब्राह्मण विद्वान राष्ट्र में ब्रह्म तेज व्रतधारी, महारथी हो शूर धनुर्धर, क्षत्रिय लक्ष्य प्रहारी, क्षत्रिय लक्ष्य प्रहारी। गौवे भी अति मधुर दुग्ध की रहे बहाती धारा, भगवन देश हमारा, भगवन देश हमारा। भारत वर्ष हमारा प्यारा, अखिल विश्व से न्यारा, सब साधन से रहे समुन्नत, भगवन देश हमारा, भगवन देश हमारा। महिलाएं हो सती सुंदरी, सद्गुणवती सयानी, रथारूढ़ भारत वीरों की करे विजय अगवाणी, करे विजय अगवाणी। जिनकी गुण गाथा से मंडित दिग्दिगंत हो सारा, भगवन देश हमारा, भगवन देश हमारा। यज्ञ निरत भारत के सुत हो वीर प्रबल व्रतधारी, युवक यहाँ के सभ्य सुशिक्षित सौम्य सरल सुविचारी, सौम्य सरल सुविचारी। जो होंगे इस धन्य राष्ट्र का भावी सुदृढ़ सहारा, भगवन देश हमारा, भगवन देश हमारा। भारत वर्ष हमारा प्यारा, अखिल विश्व से न्यारा, सब साधन से रहे समुन्नत, भगवन देश हमारा, भगवन देश हमारा। This is exactly the translation of the Vedic mantra. Now the question is, though we are making endeavor, though we are trying to re-establish Vedic India, is it really possible? That question may arise in your minds. I will tell for 1 minute only a small story and stop. Once there was a monk, and some youngsters saw him and they wanted to test him, whether he knows the reality or not. They wanted to test. And therefore, they caught hold of one butterfly, took it in their palm, closed palm, and they had thought upon one idea. Oh, we will go to the monk and ask him, we have got a butterfly, but want to know whether it is dead or alive. If he says alive, we shall crush her. And if he said dead, we shall leave her. And with this idea in their mind, those youngsters went to that monk and they asked him, sir, we have got one butterfly in our palm. We want to know from you whether it is dead or alive. They had the trick in their mind. If he said it is dead, they will leave her. And if he says, no, it's alive, they will crush it. And they asked, we want to know whether that butterfly is dead or alive. Calmly, the monk replied, it is in your hands. we are here to re-establish Vedic India. Can we do it or not? Shall we be able to do it or not, make it or not? My friends, it is in your hands. Dhanyavad.